Welcome to this video, which is intended to describe how to use the AC Stats package to be able to put together comps or theses proposals. So I'm going to start by installing the package. I'm on the RStudio server, so I'm going to go ahead and do and install GitHub, and to go ahead there and to install, this is coming from Amherst Statistics, AC Stats. So this is a one-time only process that will allow us to install the package. And once that's installed, we can go ahead and create a template. Our advice is to kind of play around with the template first before you start doing any work with it. That's what I'm going to try to do here. So once I have this installed, I can go to New File, R Markdown, pick on the templates, and you will now see there's this Amherst Statistics Comprehensive Evaluation is available. So Nick Horton is the name of the thing. I'm going to actually be storing this inside my existing GitHub project for comps. It's not my comps one, but that's what you want to be doing as you proceed. And you'll now see that there's a folder called Nick Horton here, because that's where I said I wanted to go ahead and save this. Let's go ahead and see what the files are in there. There are a bunch of files in this thesis, and one of them here is called nickhorton.rmd. I'm going to go ahead while I'm at this and add these files into GitHub. So I'm going to go into my Nick Horton, go ahead and stage those files. It's catching up with me a little bit. And sure, why don't I go ahead now and commit those files and say I'm adding in the comps template. This will be helpful just to kind of allow others to be able to see what you're doing, to ask questions and other things. I'm going to go ahead and do a push now. It's prompting me for my password. And I'm patiently waiting now for this to complete. It's gone ahead now and done that push. So then these files are all cut up. If I now click on this nickhorton.rmd, this is the main file that if I knit will create the comps template in a fairly comprehensive way. And you'll see that there are individual files throughout this folder that got created that allow me to kind of build different parts of the thesis or comprehensive project. So it starts off with this title page. You can go ahead and turn that off, make this a little bit bigger. So please make sure you're updating your name and the date as you proceed. There's a spot for acknowledgments in here. And then what we've structured here is a built-in table of contents, introduction, and other materials to just give you kind of a sense and a structure of how to put things together. So let me just jump into this first R Markdown Basics part. We can see there's a brief introduction, shows how to incorporate links into how to do lists, how to have line breaks, and then most importantly, to be able to have some kind of R chunks to be able to control output and have it display in various ways. So we have inline commands that are available there and other aspects. If we now go into chapter 1, we can actually see where that's coming from, and you can see this is just a regular old Markdown file. So as you make changes to these files, go ahead then and knit the main document. That will create a PDF that you can actually then be using and exploring as you proceed. We can see here this is this file for my submission, and I'm going to go ahead onto GitHub and to go ahead and add that file on there. That way other people, faculty and others you're working with, can actually see what's going on. So added the PDF. And then once I have that, I can go ahead and push it. And we can actually now see on GitHub that this is available. You can close this window, and we can actually see now on GitHub. I go onto the R workshop, and I can now see there's this Nick Horton folder and the nickhorton.pdf.